Hi, it's Megan. So I have for a very, very long time wanted, and there's a cat, wanted to do a series of videos where I talk about 1 minute makeup, because if you've seen my videos, you'll see that I have way too much makeup, but too often than not, I'm a working mom. I have like a second to get ready in the morning, and so I really literally do have 1 minute makeup routines. And now I have an excuse. Nars just came out with a bunch of products that I think play perfectly to my 1 minute makeup thing. And I really like the products, so I'm going to talk about the products and then show how I do 1 minute makeup look with them. So right now I'm wearing really only the Nars Nepali Coast Multiple, which is part of the High Seas collection. And I have a bunch of the High Seas collection and I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or return it. But just because it's a lot of pigmented colors, and I'm not sure, that's kind of my mood right now. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just kind of where I am. I just haven't had time to play around with it. So this is what this looks like, and I have outdoor swatches. So according to Nars, they call it a shimmering rose peach. And I guess that's a good way. It's a warm undertone. So I have used it on my cheeks, I've used it on my eyelids, I've used it on my lips. So you can see the color, and so on me I think it's kind of gold and bronze. It's very warm and it's a very sheen, almost metallic finish. It's kind of, I don't like metallic, it's kind of at that border where it's almost too metallic for me, but not quite. So this is what it looks like. It's a really bold color. A lot of times I can't wear the multiples on my lips too, or I can only use them as a highlighter. I don't like them on my lips. This one I actually will wear on my lips. I really like the way it looks. It looks natural. Mo, he's got shaved for the winter because we're in Los Angeles, it doesn't matter. But I can really wear this and I don't even lose, I lose my top lip a lot of time with lighter coverage lip product. That doesn't happen here. I think it looks very natural. So kind of a reddish, bronze, gold, shimmery, really the rose gold thing with a little bit of peach that's been going around seemingly everywhere this year. So I like the multiples. I have had some issues with how useful they are. They seem to vary so much from like super highlighter shades to something like this, which is just a really pigmented shade. So overall, to me, this is one of these perfect products, which I have been encountering, I don't know, a lot in January for some reason. Just a few things I really loved. This one to me is one of the things I really love. First of all, it lasts great. And on my lips, it'll only last about 2 hours, but most things don't last that long. On my lips, that's fine. On my cheeks, it'll last a good 7-8 hours. And on my eyes, the same thing. I didn't use any primer on it, but this particular color works great with my complexion. I think it works with most because it has that kind of peach thing going on, which has that pink and coral both. Kind of neither too much of one or too much of the other. So it tends to be flattering on a broader range of skin tones. It's also really good if, like, I'll sometimes drop kids off at school, then come back and put more makeup on. If you don't know what makeup you want to wear, when you have a neutral shade like this, kind of in between the two families, the oranges and the pinks, you have a little bit more flexibility. So what I would do with it, so my 1 minute, put foundation, powder, concealer on. Take this, put it on the cheeks. I have almost no bronzer on right now, just like a tiny, tiny touch, only because I'm on camera and it looks stupid without it on camera. Then I use my finger and put this on my eyelids, like this. And then I took a brush, where is it? I took a little brush and I dipped it in and I just, you can put it all the way. I only put it part way, just with my eyes. I like the way that looks better. And then the one thing I really don't like about the multiples for the lips, when I try to do this, it's just too big. So I actually took my finger and used that to apply it. And then what I would do is, so you want to get your 1 minute down. This is going to be the Laguna bronzer. Take a little bronzer, do the little 3 thing, real fast. Then what you really need, more than anything else, and I wasn't going to use this. This is another multiple. This is the Luxor. When I pulled this out, this is the only other multiple I have. I'm like, oh, it's too pink, until I actually saw the color of the Nepali. I would put a little bit here, like this, right on top of my cheekbones, like that, right here, where I always forget. And then, if you really want to look a little bit more polished, with the mascara obviously, my new favorite pencil, the OCC Black, which is called Tard. And then you can just put that on your upper waterline, like that. And you just look a little bit more done. It's hard to do on camera without poking on my eye, but that's okay. I've got two eyes, right? So you can see you just look a little bit more polished with that. More natural, more polished. But this is the kind of thing that for me is great because you throw it in your bag and you can do a whole lot with it, or if you travel. I like the pigmentation. I love the color. For me, it's a perfect color. For some, you know, obviously some people don't like a little orange, they don't like a little pink, but I just think it's an amazing product. So for me, I'm so glad I got this, and this is one of the things that would go into my, you know, 1 minute or less makeup bags, and then I would carry around with me and just do everything with. So please, if you have this or have comments or feedback, what did I miss? It lasts about 6 or 7 hours, except on the lips where it's 2. Really like the color. I described it. Kind of, they say rose peach. I see a lot of gold bronze, reddish bronze, warm undertones. A little too metallic frosty, but I like it. It's $39. And I think it's a permanent edition, although I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't seem to find a clear answer on it. I've both read it's permanent, and then I've also read it's part of a new only online collection, so I'm not 100% sure because I've seen different things about that. And then I think this is one of the rare multiples I've used where I actually can use it as like an all-around product, where too often I feel like you can just use them as a highlighter, you can just use them as a cheek product. This one for me actually works everywhere. Please subscribe on YouTube if you have feedback or comments. I'd love to hear it. I'm writing a novel on YouTube, so I would love if you would look at that and give me feedback on that as well. And I think that's it. I'm going to do another video on another Nars product, 2 products actually that again are like this, just one of those 1 minute makeup.